Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will come out first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And some room to work. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Breaks into the open. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. If they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it to him on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Wow, gutsy call that time by the offense. They're going option on third and long, and the defense is going to watch the film. They're going to be kicking themselves. Nobody was accounting for the quarterback. That was an easy read-in decision for him to go get the first down and keep this drive alive.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Razorbacks have it with a first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going now.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Razorbacks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught over the middle, it's Madden. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Sweet throw and catch on the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll set up to throw. Strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, and this drive to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Sooners need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the pick off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes! And he's down with the 41. That's a 1st down. And
Can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
the give to the back. Creates a little space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Shakes off the defender. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The toss to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. At the end of 3, we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Kane. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw again. They're working that left side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pulls it in. It's Coates. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
He'll keep it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on third down. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooner. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. The sure hands. It's Kane. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, he'll throw it. Takes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
On the play. Second down coming up.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Kane. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's Madden. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming and you put those guys that are